Alright, what's up YouTube? So we are back. We're doing another playtest video here. I am on an Esper Midrange Super Friends kind of deck. Garrison's on a Monored list that he pulled. So we've got our 7-card hands. We haven't looked at them yet. Hopefully we don't have to mulligan because we like to not put mulligans on camera. So we're going to dice roll here. I rolled a 7.
Average?
Perfectly average. And a 6.
Less than average.
So I will be on the play here.
So we lose, it turns out.
Alright, let's see what we got.
Some lands.
I can keep.
Come on. Alright. Yeah.
Slow rolling them off the camera, Garrison.
Sorry.
You keep?
I'm used to drawing at the end of the table.
Yeah, my kitchen table's wider than the play table, so.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, so Watery Grave, your turn. Pow!
19.
Alright, here we go. Now I see what it feels like.
Yep. That's hope, because that's the point.
What am I gonna do next turn? Yeah, I'll just play the Isolated Chapel and pass. I was tempted to play a Shockland tapped, but I kind of want to cast spells early against Mono Red.
So, yeah, we have to...
Here comes that Pyromancer.
I think we're...
Okay.
Like...
So I take 18. I'm going to Tyrant Scorn that.
Yeah, it's going to die.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Draw. So I am going
there's no reason for not.
Shock this in and go to 16.
We're winning, folks.
And then I'm going to play
totally
a Baby Tef.
Yeah.
And we'll plus him to 4.
Sure.
Your turn. I could minus him, but that just gets him killed and I draw a card. So hopefully he doesn't... I mean, if he kills it, fine. He points a lightning strike at it or something. I'm okay with that. Yep, 2. Shock. Oh, 2. Okay.
Got it.
So this is a super awkward hand right here. If you can see this here, 3 of those. That is so the list I pulled is running 4, and I kind of want to run 3. So,
yeah, and like, everybody needs to remember too, like these aren't lists that we have been fine tuning.
No, I pulled this list from the MPL 32 list for May.
I think this is
Card Mage?
The standard. Yeah, you gain 3, right?
Yep. So I go to 19 and I draw a card. And I'll pass.
Both like this deck and the other deck that I played are both, I believe, the same person's lists from 2 different events. Harlan Fear's list, yeah. So draw.
I don't actually know who, because it was their Twitch handle, or not? Yeah, their Twitch handle. So I don't know who it actually was because I don't follow too many people on Twitch.
I think we're going to Wizard's Lightning that thing.
So it gained me 6 life.
Attack
it's not
for
bad.
4.
Go to 15.
Pass.
So hopefully I draw a land here or some sort of relevant spell.
And we're in 2 cards. Like we haven't had the Steam Cannon would have been nice, but
pass.
Shock it.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. So we're falling behind because my hand is really awkward.
So the choice here is. Yeah, I think we're going to just attack for 4, go to 11.
Yep.
Let it the stage?
Yeah.
We need to hit land. Hey.
Winning.
Land.
You might as well cast that Frenzy.
And
I can't imagine your 1 left over is that great.
Nope.
All right.
So, let's get going. Turns out the 1 left over is not that great.
All right, so I drew another Guard Mage, which isn't horrible.
It's not great
14.
for us.
Hopefully this is a land. It's not, but it's a good. It's a relevant draw. So pass.
So
hopefully he doesn't just go wild here with Steamkin
so
and
this is gonna go into our hand.
3 1-drops.
We're gonna go. So Lava.
No, I do want to stop you for just a second.
Yep.
So this came up in some of the comments from last night's videos. Every player receives priority in the upkeep and the draw step. So when he untaps for his turn. If that's an instant, he can cast it in his upkeep.
Which is the reason why I looked at the card before proceeding to an actual draw on a card.
So then he draws it. Still in his draw step, he could cast something. Or I could. So I just want to point that out.
Yeah.
I guess if it was on top of your library.
If it's, yeah.
Couldn't from my.
So we have the one to get to? Lava Runner.
Yep.
Player land for the turn. Play Chandra.
Always worth looking before you plus Chandra.
Yeah.
In case it's that second land, you can just get rid of it.
Do we care about that? I don't think we care about that. So we're gonna exile the Pyromancer.
Yep.
That's garbage. Should have just left that on top so I could at least have drawn the Pyromancer. The point of making is the fact that you do want to dig as far as possible. You really do. We've got some.
You can afford
good
to throw
attacks.
away. Yeah.
I can throw one of these two. They're both wizards.
Yeah. So
one of the two of them, and he'll lose his garbage.
So it's gonna be a 2-for-1, but I probably need to make it anyways. I don't know if I.
It's really like 2 for.
I guess so.
2 for half.
This being a Hero Precinct 1 deck, the 1/1s can block the Pyromancer, so I'm gonna block the Lava Runner here, and then he's gonna use a Fire
and then
Band.
I'll just shoot that down. Yep.
So it's a 2-for-1. I'm okay with that, but he got 4 cards off of the Frenzy, so.
I got 3 cards.
3 cards.
Yeah, the Pyromancer is gonna remain there. So
Yeah.
you take 2.
Yeah, so I go to 12.
Garbage is a problem for us. Go ahead.
So I
Not
need a
gonna lie.
land, or I wouldn't mind a shock land here.
I wouldn't mind you having Shockland either, but I don't
Well,
want
I
you to
have
play anything
something-
off of it.
That's actually a good draw. I still wanted the shock land, but so he has garbage on top of his deck. So my choices here are to mortify the frenzy or play the Oath of Kaya. So I'm taking 3 damage next turn. I think I have to mortify that. And I want to do it on my turn again just because I don't want him to untap. So that is why I'm passing. That's why I am doing an instant on my turn, because there are times where you should.
Alright, so the thing to remember too though is that I have drawn...
I drew
1 card.
Yeah, drew 1 card while it was in play.
Yep.
So...
so that is the thing. Now, with the hand being as awkward as it is, there's a couple of things. We're actually gonna plus. So this Pyromancer is exiled. That must have been what.
That's probably what I did. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Just make a second.
So here.
Yep.
That's exiled there.
He's casting it.
Yeah, we're casting that.
Yep.
So we're gonna move to combat.
Get in for 3.
Get in for 3.
I go to 9.
That 1 card that we drew was pretty good because it was a light up the stage. Trigger here.
Now remember, that trigger resolves before the light up the stage does.
Yeah.
So if you're playing this in a competitive environment, you should always put the counter on before you do anything with the spell.
We don't want anything there.
I think you just cast the other Steamkin.
Yeah, I'm wondering if the other Steamkin does anything for me.
Sure, it goes infinite with Experimental
it
Frenzy.
does. Yeah, I gotta draw.
If you get one, you got
So-
two draws next turn to get one, so...
Yeah, and then this is...
You can play that next turn, so...
Yep, so this is gonna be exiled this way. Go ahead, yeah.
Alright, so I finally drew a 5th land. The mono red deck hits 6 before I hit 5. So my options here are to fairy, which draws me a card and leaves me with 2 mana.
Draws your card that you did.
And
4,
yeah,
5, 6, 7.
yeah, if he has any red spell, so
I do. Right here.
yeah, I'm gonna take a little bit of a risky line here, and I will explain why I say that's risky.
Oath of Kaya.
Oath of Kaya, the 3/3 Steamkin.
Yep.
Because if he doesn't have a 1-drop red spell, it does the most.
Yeah, I mean, and gaining 3 life is a lot against mono red.
So I've gained 9 life this game already.
And had 2 guard mages block.
Yeah.
So it was 6.
Pass.
Alright.
Yeah, and I'm back at 12. So if I thought he might have a shock or something in hand to grow that Steamkin, I would have probably hit the other one.
So here's where things kind of get. We're gonna represent lethal next turn.
I'm at 12, so you got some work.
No, that's 7. So I mean.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So +1, we'll exile a card. It's 2 chains. So this is exile here. Gotta figure out what we're gonna do. So this is a counter here. That's a counter there. Doesn't do anything. Or I have a counter here.
You have oh no, you didn't play anything yet. Yeah.
And that's. Get a look at that.
Oh, we got some glare. I'm gonna close the blinds.
Okay. So, man, this is a little bit more awkward than I thought it was going to be. Not gonna lie.
Can't really close them. Is that better? Yeah, it's a little better.
So, I think we're just going to do this. So, Experimental Frenzy.
Yep. Trigger.
Trigger here. Look at this. Play my land
Man,
over this here.
you hit lands off the top. I drew them all.
Yeah. Okay, so we're in good shape. Firebrand.
Yep.
You're 12.
Yep.
He's gonna attack 1, 2. Sack of Firebrand, deal 1 damage to you. You go to 11.
Light up the stage off the top.
Light up the stage.
It's like I just
Trigger.
played 10 games with that deck.
Yeah. So we've got both of these on light up the stage mana here. So So we have 4 to play with.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it would be.
Take your counters off first.
Yeah. No, I gotta figure out what's
Oh.
gonna be. Like it's gonna be this or that. I think I want.
You flipped this one this turn.
Yeah, these I flipped these 2 off
Yeah.
life stages this turn. This one flipped off a last turn.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It's either play.
Well, I think
This.
you're better off playing the one under Chandra because you can play that next turn if you
Well,
need
the question
to.
is either play this or I play these. Because it's 4 damage here, so that's. But I have to take counters
Well-
up here, or I could just play the Lava Runner.
And not get a trigger from, well, not get a counter from Steamkin then.
Yeah, but it's a 4/4.
So like
4, 5, 6,
So
7, 8.
so if you remove the counters
9.
and then cast 2 spells, you're getting in for 3, and you're also hitting me with a Chain Whirler, which is still 4. But then you're getting a hasted creature with it too. So I think your best bet is to remove those counters.
Well, the next question was these 2, because then it's.
But then you're not using 4 mana. I think your best line of play is
So-
remove counters.
2, 3.
Add 3 red.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's actually 1 more point of damage that way. It takes you to 1, and the Firebrand is lethal next turn.
So is the Chain Whirler.
Yeah, or the Chain Whirler that's still sitting here and able to be played.
I
So,
think
yeah.
you've got it either way.
Yeah, I don't think.
I think you're overthinking this.
Yeah, probably. So we'll do that. Oh, not that one. We want to play this one.
Yep. So that puts me to 10.
Yep.
And then the Lava Runner. And then you attack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yep.
Puts me to 2.
Yeah, and then like I said, the other way would be you'd be at 1, but
It's virtually the same.
they're the same. 1 and 2 are the
I
same
can't block
thing.
everything. I had 3 Teferis in my hand.
That one card when I flipped the Experimental Frenzy was an Experimental Frenzy.
Yeah.
And then I drew another one. So.
Alright, so game 2, I will be on the play.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely don't like having 4 Teferis. I know.
That seems like a lot.
I don't know, I usually only run 3 of things like that, and especially being a 5-drop. But this was a list from the MPL, so they know what they're doing, right?
Yeah, see in there, I actually almost thought about not casting the Frenzy. And because I go Chain Whirler, and I had land in my hand. But
I don't
didn't get a
think
bunch.
you were gonna lose that game in any situation.
Yeah.
Because I just didn't have anything.
I think I just needed to make sure that I didn't was the problem. There could be some magical mystical spell out there that's like pay 2, win the game.
Flip a coin.
There's
You
a
win the
couple.
flip, win the game.
There's a couple of those that exist.
All right. Game 2. Yeah, so 26 land deck. Here's a 1 land hand. Got stuck on 4 last one.
Yeah, we'll keep this.
Not, not something you want to hear your mono red opponents say. Yeah, we'll keep this.
Yeah, we'll keep this.
Yeah, this is good.
It's not optimal, but like we do get to go like 1, 2, 3. I mean, knowing if you're playing the fact that this, you are knowing what you're playing against local egg, your local game store at your LGS, you know what people tend to play a lot more often than not.
So we'll do a 6-card hand here. And it's a 2-lander, so I guess we keep it. Strive to the top. Yeah, that's fine.
Shock in the flank,
Go
sure.
ahead. So in this deck, if I don't know what I'm drawing, and like my choices were Hallowed Fountain or Watergrave, blind I would play the white source first in case you either draw an untapped land to play a Hero Precinct 1, but I know I'm not drawing an untapped land, so. So I'm going to shock and play that.
Sure.
So I'm at 18.
Yep.
A little risky because he
It's mono red.
yeah, he's probably got a shock. Go ahead.
Shock it.
Surprise. I mean, shocker.
Shocker. Haha. 1.
Yeah, go to 17.
Go ahead.
Alright, so...
So theoretically, we would have liked to have not had that and would have waited, but
So here...
Hero gets out of hand real fast.
So I'm going to shock again. It doesn't feel good. So what I'm going to do here is play a Baby Tef, and I'm going to -3 it on the Lava Runner. So I'm taking a little bit of a risk.
Yeah.
I draw a card, which is exactly what I wanted to draw there. So the risk is that he could shock the Teferi.
On my turn, though.
On my turn, right now. Oh yeah.
On my turn.
Sorry.
So it's less risky
It
than
is less
saying
risky,
playing Big Teferi.
Yeah.
So we'll draw.
But the creature that he presented didn't have haste, so I don't have to worry about that as much.
Correct. Not yet.
But shock, lightning strike, pyromancer, wizard's lightning.
2 chains.
2 chains kills it.
You get a 14.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, so
he set us back a little bit, because like now our curve has to start all over again.
so I'm not going to be mana efficient here. I'm just going to, while he's tapped out, I don't think mono red plays around anything like this, but while he's tapped out, I'm going to Tyrant Scorn that. Destroy it.
Destroys it, right?
And then pass.
And I don't think, as a red player, I don't think you can play around. Like, there's just not a lot you can play.
Yeah, there's nothing like you're not running pump spells or something like that, but I just like to have the good practice. I'm not going to do anything else with my mana on his turn. So I like to do it when they're tapped out.
So here, things are a little awkward because we really want to hit a land. But at the same time, everything he has is going to kill Steamkin anyway, no matter what. So they don't have directed damage. Is it Fear like 14?
Yeah.
Shoot. So we're gonna play Steamkin, and we're gonna play a Lava Runner. Counter on it. Go ahead.
All right.
It's less than optimal, but being at 3 is about all we can do.
So I think here it's kind of changing my game plan because of what I drew. But so next turn, if he has a land, he can put 2 counters on the Steamkin potentially. If he has some 1-drops, swinging for 4, maybe 6. So I'm gonna mortify the Steamkin.
Yeah, see, and that's what I meant by the point of everything.
I drew the mortify. I was gonna play one of these cards, but
that's what I mean by
ahead.
Everything Esper has is.
Yeah, he's missing some land drops, so I do want to get rid of the Steamkin to hold him off the mana to go crazy, but.
So we just want to maximize damage output if possible. So we're gonna actually Wizard's Lightning you.
Go to 11.
Go to 11. Attack you for 2.
Go to 9.
Yep. And then we're going to light up the stage.
Yeah. There's the land.
And actually, it guarantees our lands for the next 2 turns, which is pretty good.
Yep.
Pass.
All right. So here.
So I could have done that prior to combat too, just in case we hit it.
I'd like to cast this with more mana available. So right now I'm going to be playing this card. So Guard Mage,
yep,
draw a card, go to 12. That cushions my life a little bit more. Pass. And then you'll notice I also drew. Yep. So it gave me 6 life.
Yeah. Yeah, nah, that card's not bad. That's pretty good.
I'm going to hold off on this until hopefully I can run them out of cards, but being on the play on a mulligan doesn't make that easy.
2.
10.
Light up the stage.
Yeah.
Chandra.
Yep.
And then this card is just going to be Uber Exile.
Yep.
Good. So this is Mono Red doing it the hard way.
Oh, this is a weird play. I'm gonna go for this line though. Sorin.
Ooh.
Plus.
Chandra?
Yes.
Alright. You take one. You don't get anything.
Oh, shoot. Forgot about that. That's fine. So I stay.
Unless you want to hit me.
I was thinking about removing counters from where I forgot about the damage. Yeah, so we'll plus it on you.
Yeah.
So I go to 11, and you go to 19.
The life gain from Soren's really relevant, too.
Yeah, go ahead. I was just thinking about putting counters on him so he doesn't get killed.
Oh, yeah.
Forgot about Chandra's ability.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and exile this card. It's a frenzy. That sucks. So,
I'm going to assume his hand is not great because he's more focused on the cards off the top of his deck.
what are you at? 11?
Yeah. Some other line last turn was either Reanimate, Hero, or Guard Mage.
Yeah.
And Guard Mage would have just killed Sorin, which I guess it's okay. Gains me 3. He had the Lightning Strike already, so this I didn't like the play.
This should work the way that I believe it works here. Chandra. Sacrifice this Chandra. Deal 6 to Soren.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't?
It doesn't remove the loyalty.
It doesn't remove loyalty.
No.
Oh, son of a gun.
No,
We're not doing that.
You're not doing that. Yeah, that'd be really good. No, destroy effects don't remove loyalty. It's just damage.
Just damage?
Yep. Or like minus abilities if she had one.
Oh. She does. At 7.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if that's the case, then all we can do is we'll strike here,
Strike there.
And strike there, yeah.
Okay.
For 2.
Go to 9.
Go ahead.
So Soren gained me 7 life. It's not the worst exchange.
No.
Alright, so that was pretty much exactly what I wanted to draw, my 6th land. So...
I did.
Actually, I think we can wait 1 turn to do that. So I am going to... Teferi. And we'll plus him. Hopefully he can live. And then Thief. Then your turn.
That Thief is problematic.
Yeah, I've forced him to use a lot of burn, and that was why I was holding the Thief.
Yeah.
I think I drew him 2 turns ago.
So we're going to plus the Chandra.
Yep.
It's a land. We'll play that for the turn. So you're 9.
Frenzy.
Play the Frenzy. Play the Firebrand.
Yep. Dead. You can't do that.
Can't do that. I should have played that beforehand.
You didn't know if you'd hit a 2-drop or a 1-drop.
Yeah. Well, I was banking because I've hit more.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I haven't hit a single Pyromancer. So, yeah.
Pow.
We want to make sure we try to keep that down if possible.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Alright, so here we are going to plus. I'm going to attack you. 17. See what we got here. I'll show the camera. Oh, pretty epic, huh? We'll take this one. Here's 2 mountains.
Thanks.
Dimension it. Alright, so then our play here is
Eugene.
shoot Chandra.
That's very
I was gonna do it
unfortunate.
last turn and I almost snapped it off, and I was like, wait a minute. That's not
That's super
best play.
unfortunate.
Yeah, so your turn?
And
So, like-
I don't have to sack that here because he's got no blockers. Like,
Yeah, he can attack it. He's free to do that.
Yeah.
He can't kill both planeswalkers.
yet. So we'll draw this.
Yeah, unless he fires off a couple spells off the top, then he can.
So we really can't have him making more blockers. So combat here and here.
Yeah, so dead in 1.
Yep. And we'll cast light up the stage.
For 3?
Oh yeah, for 3. Sorry.
See?
Yeah.
Stop your opponent when they do something
Yeah.
wrong. Because they probably don't realize they're doing it.
Okay, so we had a Pyromancer, so we can kill the Teferi here.
Yep.
So we'll go ahead and...
That's good.
Actually, what's going to be more problematic, the Teferi or the Thief? So you have 1 card in hand,
Correct.
and Teferi's at 1.
Correct.
So killing the Thief is actually better.
Yep, so strike the Thief.
So we're
and
going to strike the Thief here.
play the Pyromancer next turn.
Yep.
Okay.
Go ahead. Just for the simple fact that Teferi can't bounce anything, so it doesn't draw an extra card.
Right. So we'll plus him.
Yep. And the Pyromancer still represents lethal to Teferi,
Yeah.
which then in turn unlocks all the instants in our deck.
Pow. 15.
Yep.
Play land.
Winning the hard way.
I'm gonna blow that up now.
Okay.
And then pass. So again, doing it before he untaps with it. Just allows him to not kill my Pyromancer, makes me able to trade with something else. Okay.
Yeah. In response to the caster, I can look at it, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So we can figure out what we want to do here. Yeah, we're gonna kill that.
Mm-hmm.
I need to see if it was like light up the stage.
True.
Land for this turn. Goodness gracious, this sucks.
Lots of mountains, huh?
Lots of stuff you can't do, yeah. The other thing to remember, don't lock yourself out with 2 experimental frenzies if you don't have to.
Yep.
Play this Pyromancer, you take 2, go to 7.
Yep.
I think we're just free to swing in. We
2-2.
trade, yeah. Like, that doesn't matter.
It's yours, yeah.
Yep. Go ahead.
This is why I don't run 26 lands.
Yeah.
Your turn. Of course, you're running 20 and you have the same number.
Yeah, I got some number in my hand also.
Yeah.
Draw that.
You've gone through a lot more cards than me, though.
Yeah, oh my goodness, this is retarded. Sorry.
Sure.
Frenzy.
You got another one if you need it.
What's that?
You got another one if you need
Yeah,
it.
yeah, that's true. I don't need it though.
Swing for 8?
Yep.
Yeah. Alright, my draw did not come together there either. Which,
Yeah, I hit
yeah. Is that list running 3 or 4?
3. Which I think is fine. Like 3 guarantees, almost guarantees that you're going to hit one.
Yeah. 4 is probably too many.
4, I think 4 is way too many.
You can't say way too many.
Way
You can't
too
go
many.
from 3 being the right number and 4 being way too many.
I'm not even sure 3 is the right number.
I think 3 is.
So it's sometimes like there you hit more than one copy, you're just looking at nothing.
I feel like this deck is lacking a lot of removal that it needs for mono red. So the sideboard gains hopefully are different. But it also lacks, I guess maybe it was my draws, but didn't really draw extra cards. Like, I don't know, maybe minusing Teferi, or yeah, maybe Teferi is relevant. But like when you're doing it against a haste creature,
Doesn't matter.
it doesn't feel like good.
I mean, maybe the card could be more relevant than what the Teferi is.
True.
Especially if
Dig
you're
me through all
needing-
those extra lands.
Yeah.
Alright, game 3, I'm back on the play. Every time. 7
I guess that
cards.
you lost both, right?
Yeah. Yep. That's a 1-lander. See, like, man, I'm getting tilted now.
She need a land. Alright. We're good. This is about exactly where we want to be.
2 lands, 5 spells.
Almost exactly where we want to be.
3 lands, 5 spells.
If there are 3 lands, 5 spells, we got another issue. But yes.
Alright, another 6 card hand on. 4, 5, 6. On the play. I'll keep.
Okay.
Guess leave it on top. So, got the shrine. Alright, it's gonna be risky because he always has the shock that I never have. Hero.
Yep.
Your turn.
And 1 you. I'll always have the shot.
3 games in a row,
Or
right?
quite often. Here's like another one. 2.
17.
Go ahead.
Your turn.
Strike. I mean, the thing to remember though is that's 7 points of damage that have not
Your
gone
turn.
at your face.
Yeah, but like I'm down 2 cards, have generated no card advantage.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So like
2 of you.
this is still looking like a winning strategy for
15.
you. Yeah. 14.
14. Go ahead.
Your turn, and I'm just flooding out now. I mean, can use the mana.
4 or 5.
Yeah,
Sorry.
go to 9.
9.
I'm in striking distance.
Good. Would have liked to have that earlier, but turns out I don't think our turns would have allowed us to even play it.
Yeah. 7.
7. Ooh.
Eugene.
Yep. Make a dude or kill something.
Make a dude.
So like this turns out okay because these two both trade with that thing.
Yeah.
So like, I feel we're all right.
Your turn.
And if we do this, Pyromancer. Nah, hold on. Do 2 to you.
Okay.
Go to 5.
Yep.
Counter on this thing. Attack you for 5. Attack you for 7. Deal 5 to you.
2, 4. Block here.
Yeah, you're gonna be dead anyway, though. Okay, go ahead.
Your chain whirler doesn't die.
Oh.
My spirit does. Like, I'm not.
Game's
I'm not
done.
done yet. Yeah, I mean, I'm at 1. And you probably have a 2 chains in your hand.
Yeah, game's that go.
And I've got 8 lands and 5 spells.
Yeah, I don't, but I like.
Yeah.
Odds are I'm drawing something that's.
No, I wasn't gaining life that turn, so.
Yeah. That's just straight gas.
Well, again, my land spell mix was 8 lands, 5 spells, and I was down 2 cards that game.
I figure your only play was there's like. I guess I'm not thinking about you blocking the chain whirler because.
Because it didn't trade.
Yeah, because it doesn't.
Turns out you
help
have
you.
to block the
But you
ones.
had to block the one that
Yeah.
makes lethal, right?
Yeah. No, I never seem to draw a good mix of lands and spells. It's always way more of one than the other. Yeah. Alright, so game 4, I've lost all of them so far. Another 1-lander. Can't keep it. So have I kept a 7-card hand? I don't remember game 1.
Yes.
Yeah, I kept game 1. So
Yeah, I think we both kept game 1.
I've kept 1 7-card hand, and I've gone to 6 all 3 other times.
So
They've all been low land mulligans.
this is
in a 26 land deck.
really heavy on land. But we might be able to get out of it.
It's
We are
5
on the
lands and a bunch
draw.
of light of the stages.
We're on the draw. I feel like we should mulligan this, but I don't know. Sure, somebody will make a comment and let me know what that hand should have been. Just draw better cards, right?
I'll keep a 2-lander. I'll leave that on top. And let's see what was okay.
So what was that?
Go ahead. So this list is only running like 7 removal spells, which I don't feel comfortable playing that low.
That's not.
It seems low.
That seems really low,
Um,
especially for any black.
I'll play the hero. Go ahead. I'm not thrilled to play it, but I gotta do something. Shock. Like
Not this time.
What? 17.
17. Didn't have it this time, folks. Now it gets ridiculously out of hand. Go ahead.
We'll Tyrant Scorn there.
Makes a dude.
Swing 2. Your turn.
chains. Kill that thing. Good. It's probably not optimal.
Seems
But it
fun.
starts to run away with the game, I think.
Go ahead.
What are you at? You at 17, right?
Yeah.
1 from this, 2 from this. You're at 16.
Oh, yep. Sorry.
No, you're okay. I missed it too, and I was like, why do I
Yeah.
only see 2 life total changes?
Yeah. Kill the hero.
Draw. 3.
I go to 13.
13. Out of the stage? Stinking? Pass.
More 5.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Playing Drago. That's not good for us, though.
Or is it draw go because I can't cast what's in my hand?
I mean, at 5, like, you only have a couple cards left, but...
Yeah.
3.
Go to 10. Go to 8.
Pass.
Tyrant scoring there.
So you take 2, go to 6?
Yep.
Shatter. Plus.
Respond.
Yeah. Despark it. Yep.
Yep.
So. And. I don't think I did not play land this turn, right?
I'm on 5.
Yeah.
I don't
Have you missed land drop?
I don't actually know, but
Yes, you had to have missed land drop because you didn't play anything last turn?
No,
Or you cast 2.
I played Draco. I think you played a land. I might be wrong. No, I didn't play a land.
No, I don't think I did.
Yeah, I think you're good.
Yep.
I think this is turn 6 and I missed
Yep.
one.
Go ahead.
I almost don't like Baby to Fairy in this matchup.
I can see that.
So like,
Respawn.
sure.
Shoot you. 3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
because
like-
what do? Do you bounce him or do you...
Yeah, like bouncing him or bouncing a haste creature is always bad, but I do want to draw a card, so
Right.
I'm gonna bounce it, but it puts me to 1 or it kills to Fairy. Neither of which I'm excited about.
Right.
Your turn. So he might be I don't know. It might be correct to pull him out against mono red. I kind of leaning towards that. Yeah. Go to 1. So I'm probably dead here. Yeah. So
Yeah,
this matchup sucks for this deck.
it's
Or
weird.
my draws are really bad.
It's weird because, well,
It might have the right tools, I just might not be drawing them.
it's I think it's part of that, but like that turn you had with Hero, like if I didn't have exactly the
Chain Whirler and
Chain Whirler
Firebrand.
with the Firebrand, like you just start to go nuts with it. Granted, Chain Whirler does just get rid of tokens, but
Alright, so is this going to be a 0-5 for me? We'll find out here.
I also think my draws have been a lot better than...
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, one game I had 8 lands and 5 spells.
Yeah.
There's not any deck that is... I mean, unless you're Legacy Lands, I guess. Like, there's no deck that wants to do that outside of that deck.
Dredge, right?
Dredge does not want 8 lands.
No, you just draw the 8 lands, though.
What, 4 Bazaar of Baghdad and 4...
What are the other 4?
Deck check. Deck check. There shouldn't be 4 other lands. Must be 4 of my opponent's lands that got shuffled in.
Shuffled in
I don't
somehow.
know where those came from.
He's playing with an illegal deck.
64 cards is legal.
No, the 56 cards on the other side.
Alright, let's see. I'll be on the play again. All 5 games, can't win one of them.
Well, that's what happened
In the first
set. Yep.
first gauntlet, if you will. Maybe I'll keep a 7-card hand too. One could dream. It's always a 2-lander. I gotta keep it though.
You land.
Because it can always be worse.
Alright.
This is a really bad hand though. Like, I don't think I actually cast anything after turn 2.
We are gonna hope to live mostly the dream here. So, you good?
Yep.
Alright. Oh, and there's 3rd land, so go.
Ooh.
Off to a running start. Yup.
Something I didn't see.
Pick
in
your
4
I didn't
games,
even
let
realize.
me point that out.
I didn't even realize you were Yeah. Pick your poison.
It's gonna be the light up the stage.
Okay. You don't need to write it down.
Yeah, say play face up.
Yep.
So I need to surveil and find a land. I did. Okay.
I did. Good.
Go ahead. There's no secrets here. It's a land on top.
So we can do a couple of things here. We can play the steam can, I think is the best play, and then just attack for 1. We could also attack for 4 there, or 5 by striking.
Mm-hmm.
Go
to 19.
Yep, go ahead.
Chapel, and the best play is Oath of Kaya on the Steamkin.
Ooh.
So I'll go to 22, which feels really good.
Yeah, that's
turn
actually
3 of the game.
That's actually pretty good.
So your turn.
Because we were gonna start to have some turns where like actually start to add up a little bit. So I think since our known cards are here, we're actually going to I want to save the Wizard's Lightning, so we'll shock you.
Go to 20.
Attack you for 2, go to 18.
Yep.
And play a Pyromancer, you go to 16.
Yep.
Alright, go ahead. So now we're playing, like, next turn we have 6 points of burn.
So, as usual,
mana.
I did not draw a 4th land.
That's assuming you had cards in your hand. Because if you don't have cards in your hand, then you would draw the 9th land.
That's very true. That's very true. Okay, so I have 2 options. Mortify one of his creatures, or play a baby Teferi. And I think what it's going to be is play the baby Teferi and bounce the Lava Runner. I think it's virtually the same either way, but this way he can't just shoot the Teferi on the way down. Because I really need to draw land. So we'll bounce the Lava Runner. Draw a card. And I did hit a land, so that's good. And then I will pass. Nice thing is if he does attack the Teferi versus just play the Pyromancer, I get a trigger on Oath of Kaya.
So yeah, and we have to. So like it does what? I lose
It's
2.
2.
You gain
Yeah, it's
2,
2
right?
point.
Right. Yeah. So like we have to, and we just stay at parity. So
Yeah, so
2 and 2.
So yeah, this will die and it'll do 2 to you.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah,
And I'll gain 2 and lose 2 at.
Yeah, I meant so I'm at 18.
Now remember that it is a trigger. So the damage.
If you forget.
The damage doesn't happen. Like I'm not gaining life at
Yeah,
the same time as the Pyromancer hitting me. So also.
Yep.
Okay. Glacial Fortress.
Yep.
So I already know this is going to die, but again, Oath of Kaya triggers are relevant. So we'll plus. And then untap 1, 2 blue sources. And I played the Glacial Fortress, so it's your turn.
Shark that.
And then nothing?
Nope, nothing.
Okay.
Combat. 2. Two there, 2 at you.
Okay, so I'll gain 2, lose 2. So I go to 18, and then take 2 and go to 16, and you go to 16. And Teferi dies.
We just want to play the lands out of our hands, I think. So go ahead.
Yeah. I don't mind holding 1 land as long as it's a land that comes into play untapped, but don't hold shock lands. They're just pissed at
my problem is I want all the lands on the battlefield if I draw Experimental Frenzy.
Yeah, very true.
You don't want to be holding one. Take a turn off not playing one, because you're not ditching anything. There's no jump start in this particular deck.
Yeah.
If you're playing, what's the draw damage? 3 mana, they take 4, you draw 3.
Oh, risk factor?
Risk factor.
Yeah.
Then holding a land is not a bad thing.
Holding basics or check lands is okay. 1, you don't want to hold 2, because you don't want to, like, draw an X spell and not have all your mana available. So I've got a couple options here, but I know he's got that Wizard's Lightning still, so I don't want to play a creature yet. So I am going to play another Teferi, and I'm going to leave a black-blue, and I'll draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
So Teferi will go to 5, and then I will move to my end step. Untap 2 lands. Pass. So I'm just trying to force him to use his burn spells on Teferi, or else Teferi gets out of hand.
Yeah. So I think we want to leave open if we can. So we're actually going to play this first. So Pyromancer shooting Teferi. Man, that card advantage is just too good. We'll swing all 4 here.
So I'm going to mortify the Pyromancer.
Yeah, I think we just... yeah, we have to just burn that.
Okay. So
that does still trigger, though.
Yep.
So I go to 14.
And here I actually do gain the life.
So it goes to 18.
Yep. Here I do gain the life. It kind of soaked up 2 attackers and a burn spell, so it's good in my book.
And that's probably wrong. Go ahead.
You don't really want me to untap with him.
I can't let you untap with him. Like,
Alright,
there's just no way.
So he's out of cards.
Yeah.
So I am going to play a Thief of Sanity.
Ooh.
Now that he doesn't have any burn, so it might stick around. I am going to shock because I'm at a pretty healthy life total, so I'm at 16 now.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to play a Sorin and +2 it. So I'll shoot you for 1, and I will gain 1, 17 to 13. So pass. So really,
Creatures in your graveyard?
there's 0.
Okay.
So this game felt a lot better because I had the Oath of Kaya. That has done a lot of work here.
So here we have to... yeah, we have to shoot the Thief of Sanity.
Nice top deck.
Yeah. And actually attack here for 4.
Yep. So I go to
You go to 19.
You go to 11.
I go to 11.
He goes to 2.
But point being that he can't reanimate the Thief now.
Correct.
So, go ahead.
Alright, so I need a decent draw here. Isolated Chapels, obviously.
Yeah, we burned through a lot that
Um,
your walkers have eaten.
so I want to go +2 here. So it goes to 10, and I'm back at 20, which is pretty good.
Which is virtually impossible for
So
Red to do
this,
twice.
yeah. I'm gonna lose the Sorin because I'm not going to be interested in blocking next turn, and I'll pass.
Yeah.
But that Thief will hopefully generate card advantage, and maybe he'll top deck some mountains or a shock. Come on, 2 in a row.
So 2 there, 2
Yeah, trigger here.
Yeah, so I go to 8.
I go to 22.
No, you don't. You lose 2.
Oh yeah, you didn't attack both of them.
No. There's no point attacking both of
Yeah,
them.
so I'm at 20.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good. So
All
now
right.
we're both living at the top. The problem is your...
No, my top decks are swamp.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
turn. My top decks are garbage, and you top deck two shocks in a row.
4.
4, go to
16.
16, and you're at what, 8?
Yeah, I'm at 8. Let it the stage.
Oh my god, your top decks are
You're
way better.
Yeah.
Way better.
Oh, look at that. Oh. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
For everybody who
pure-
doesn't know, we're from Michigan.
Yeah, pure Michigan.
Pure
If you
Michigan.
hear anyone say "ope," they are from the Midwest.
So, light up the stage.
You mean frenzy, but yeah.
What's that? Or, yeah, light up the stage. Light up the stage, sorry.
All right.
Into experimental
I
frenzy.
need something really good here.
Pass.
And it's going to be a land. I'm calling this. Oh, that's good.
Son of a gun. That is pretty good.
I think I draw. I really want to bounce that, but it just gets rid of my Teferi, and we're back at the last turn.
Yeah.
So, draw.
With me drawing an extra card, I guess.
I'll untap 2 lands. Your turn.
So, and the thing...
This is how I lose every game I'm in control of. I just start whiffing on my draw steps.
Like, this stuff's pretty good.
I mean, I'd like to point out, I've got 10 non-land cards.
Alright, so this is where we were talking about things like passing priority and coming through. So, steps, remember. So, I remember people were asking, I think there was a video a couple weeks ago. Somebody asked, like, you untap, upkeep, and draw, and somebody thought you draw your card first before everything happens. And it doesn't. So, we're going to untap. With
In
the
your upkeep?
Frenzy in my upkeep, yep. We're going to cast Lightning Strike on the Teferi.
Goes to 2.
Still in my upkeep.
And the reason he's doing this is he doesn't want to get stuck with something in his hand that he could have cast.
Yeah, I want to be able to kill the Teferi. Like, I can't kill the Teferi with 4 damage at that point. He untaps, draws some extra cards. So, so now we're going to move to draw. So we'll draw this. Play our land for the turn. Hit another land immediately.
So 2 at me, 2 to Fairy.
Yep.
So you go to 6.
Now I have to just be super careful to not kill myself. Oath of Kai is really good.
And I take 2, right?
No, you gain 2.
Oh, right. 16.
Like
I've given up on this game. I've drawn an equal number of lands and non-lands.
Yes.
And you've got, like, I don't know, way more cards.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Here's a redraw.
The bad thing is I've drawn 3 shocks. And 2 lightning strikes.
So Guard Mage puts me to 19. Draw a card. And it's a freaking land. Go ahead. At least this slows down the attacks.
Draw, yep.
But he could still just get some crazy Experimental Frenzy cards out here.
Take 2.
17.
Chance.
16. Mm-hmm.
Man, if only I would have hit a land in that run and hit that card first. Move to combat.
Take 6. So this has got a point on it, so it doesn't actually block it.
Yeah, yep. Pass.
In case anyone missed that in the video.
The thing to remember is I am at 6.
Yeah.
So. Yep. Now this is a problem because now it does not allow me to cast whatever spell is here, if it's 2 mana, in my upkeep. And I can't really...
This puts in your hand.
What's that? I can't cast spells.
Oh yeah, that's true. Sorry, I keep forgetting about their passives.
Yeah, it's really they're new.
I really want to draw a card, and I don't really care about the Teferi.
But yeah, that's another thing to think of. It puts it in my hand.
Yeah.
And I can't cast it off of that either. So,
so we're gonna put, I guess, the 2 chains in your hand because I can't block it.
Seems better, yeah.
I'll draw a card. Thought Erasure.
Mountain, Steamkin, 2 chains.
I'll get rid of the Steamkin.
Seems pretty good.
And then I'll Surveil 1. So Teferi's on top. It's basically redraw, but I have enough lands that it's a redraw, but it also bounces something. So I'm going to leave it there. And then I'll pass because I don't think I can afford to attack. Really want to, though, because he's at 6.
Yeah. So we'll draw. Player land for the turn. So, problem, yeah, we're at 6. We'd be at 4.
You would put me to 4, though.
Yeah. Like, you're not casting any instant searchers, so I don't have to worry about the Teferi.
I'm out
right
of
now.
cards.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're not casting any instant searchers right now, so, like, unless that card on top is, playing this fact that I don't know. It would put you to 4. Yeah, we're gonna attack you.
Okay, I'll block, I guess, a Pyromancer, and I go to 4.
Yep. Now, knowing what the top card here is, I got no choice.
It's a Frenzy. Oh.
Crack the Frenzy.
Yeah. 2
So, Chain Whirler, so we're gonna deal 1, 1, and 1.
Yeah. Go to 3.
Put him to 3.
That probably should have been my discard for the Thought Erasure.
Can you remember a mountain?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. And the reason to do that is that, so this is lethal by itself now. So he actually has to deal with, has to have 3 blockers, right?
Yeah.
Or a board wipe of some sort.
So I guess again,
You have to bounce
the Chain
something. Yeah.
draw, Thief. And
I mean, it gives you.
No, I'm
No,
dead.
you're dead.
I'm dead. Yep. So I did
Yeah.
not win a single game here.
Yeah.
And maybe it was correct to take the Chain Whirler with the Thought Erasure instead of the Steamkin. I don't know. It probably was better.
Yeah, it probably would have been. I drew a Steamkin
Is
too.
just like kill on sight when I see him.
That's how I feel. He just generates too much. And even there, if I'd had, like, after that, I had a run of 4 spells
Yeah.
and then hit a Steamkin.
Alright, so my sideboard, I want to get lower to the ground. I don't like having 4 Teferis. I don't know why anyone plays with 4.
Big Teferi?
And yeah, big Teferi. This deck has 1 Elder Spell in it, which doesn't really seem that great here.
Seems like a sideboard card.
Yeah, it's got 1 in the main and 1 in the side, just because the Super Friends deck is like all over the place.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna pull out both Ugins. There's 2 of those, I believe. Yep, 2 Ugins. I want to pull out 1 big Teferi, the Elder Spell, and probably 1 little Teferi. Not overly impressed with little Teferi here. Anything he bounces can just kill him on the way back. So he's basically 3 mana to draw a card.
Yeah.
And maybe take 2 points of damage.
The hard part here is...
So let me see what I've got in the sideboard. I may take out more of the Teferis. So I've got a Tyrant Scorn, a Time Wipe, I guess Enter the God Eternals is decent here. D-Spark can hit the Frenzy and the Chandra, and I think that's better than the Elder Spell. I don't care about Duresses, because the only thing I really want to hit would be well, maybe I do. I want to hit Frenzy, and I want to hit Light Up the Stage. But I think I'd rather have Hostage Takers. So I think this is what my plan for sideboarding is. I don't know that being on the play or draw is going to make a difference for me with this deck, because I don't have an aggressive package here in the sideboard. So I think just in general I'm going to keep it pulling out 1 big Teferi, 1 little Teferi, the Elder Spell, and the 2 Eugenes. D-Spark is debatable. It hits... Maybe it's not good.
D-Spark?
Yeah.
I mean, you've got 7 targets.
Yeah, and I've got 1 in the main deck already. Maybe Duress is better.
Duress is probably infinitely better. I guess it's kind of like here and there. D-Spark turns on...
This is reactive and this is proactive.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
D-Spark turns on Hero,
Yeah.
where Duress doesn't. But Duress protects Hero, where D-Spark doesn't.
Yeah. So I think what I'm going to do, actually, now that we've kind of debated it a little bit, is pull out the other D-Spark. So the strategy will be either Duress if you're playing a threat that you want to protect, or Duress on turn 3. So that you can hit your 4-drops, which would be the only targets for the D-Spark.
I don't necessarily feel too bad about D-Spark on the draw.
Yeah, because you're trying to, well, on the play, which I'm on the play, you have 4 turns to use your Duress. On the draw, you have 3.
That's what I said. I don't feel like I think D-Spark's okay on the draw.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna hit their 4-drop before you.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take out these 6 cards, and I'm gonna put in 2 Duress, Tyrant Scorn, Enter the God Eternals, and then 2 Hostage Takers. What do you got going on over there?
I don't know. In all honesty, so like Mizium Tank is the one card that really even jumps out. So I'm not. Chandra's good, but we're playing against a deck that is like physical removal, not damage removal. So I'm not a big fan of Chandra in this
I
deck.
didn't feel she was doing a whole lot when I played her.
No. And in that case, I like the Experimental Frenzy a little bit more for the 4
It works
mana.
nicely with that when you hit a card that you can't cast, or like a land. But
They work well together.
Yeah,
I'll
but
say that much.
I think her by herself was just not that.
Yeah.
Impressive. You already have light up the stages.
I got a Mobilized District, which I'm not sold in this matchup is going to be very good. Tybalt was interesting. It would be interesting. The only thing about it is the only game that you gained a whole bunch of life in
Was that
was that last game, and it was because I was attacking your Planeswalker.
Actually, I didn't. If there's an Oath of Kai on the board, which there's not, I was going to put another one in. There's 2 in the main deck of this list.
Yeah.
I could definitely make a case for a third after that last game.
But I don't know. Tybalt could be okay. I just don't know if it's that great because every creature you have blocks blocks profitably the little imp.
Not the hero.
I guess
Like, I'm not going to ever block the devil with the hero or a
No,
thief.
but you block it with a 1/1.
Yeah.
So you just replace itself.
I mean, life gain sources in this deck, there's actually quite a few. You've got Sorin and then everything with lifelink.
Yeah.
And then you've got the Oath of Kaya.
That's my point, is really to kill you before you hit.
Yeah. You're playing defensive.
So then it's just Direfleet, Daredevil.
That's a good one.
Chandra's Triumph.
Well, maybe
and
it's
some
not
lava
great
coils.
because I don't have that many. My previous Esper build had a lot more spells. And this one
Your
doesn't.
Esper build, yeah.
Yeah, this one doesn't.
So I think I think I should just try the Mizium tanks. I like the Mizium tank. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it becomes an artifact creature, and then it gets +1/+1 until end of turn. So it's actually a 4/3 with trample. And the reason I'm interested in it is that Guard Mage being a 2/3 is so big. So Mizium tank's pretty good. I just don't know what it would take out. I actually think it might be the Chandras.
Yeah, I wasn't impressed with her.
Try to lower the curve a little bit. The other thing is Monkey jumps in a tank. So
monkeys can write books and drive tanks.
Yep. Turns out it's pretty good.
They probably wrote season 8 of Game of Thrones. Ooh, shots fired.
So, but I think it's just going down the 2 Chandras.
Cool. We're going to stop the camera now, so that's how we sideboarded, and then we're going to run 5 games of a sideboarded matchup. So thanks for watching this video. We'll see you in just a minute.